All right, so I'm live. Um,
Hi, Taylor.
hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? It looks like we're the only ones here right now.
So far, yeah, I haven't had time to promote it. I was just in a meeting,
Yep.
and let me tell you, it's been a crazy week at Techopolis. We released the version 1.4 of our app, and it's been a little insane. We had
And
188 downloads yesterday.
wow. And what kind of app is it?
It's called Perspective Intelligence. It's like an AI chat app on your device. But we have vision features for like blind others, and you can like use things like what you can do with Seeing AI. So you could do barcodes, you could do quick text, you could do all that kind of stuff, but it's all on your device.
Oh, I downloaded. Okay, so that's okay. Gotcha. I actually saw that in the Apple Vis monthly thing and downloaded it.
Wait, what? It was in there?
Yeah.
What? Really? We
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in there. I wouldn't have heard about it otherwise. Yeah.
Well, we're the developers.
That's really cool. Okay.
So yeah, we had 188 downloads yesterday, so I haven't had time to do anything else but perspective. And so yeah, we're just gonna keep it some informal today. And we're just gonna yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do
So,
anything crazy elaborate.
no, that's cool. So, I want to hear more about this app. So, why, okay, how, because I know that there's a paid version, right? There's a free
Yes.
version, there's a paid version. So and I had this same question. There's another AI app that I was looking at too. And what what is better about this app than like because a lot of the stuff I can do for free with Be My Eyes.
So this one is all fully like on device and so like it won't go to the cloud. So Be My Eyes will actually go to the cloud. So let's say you have poor cell reception or let's say you're doing something secure. Be My Eyes will go out to some server somewhere, and
Hmm.
this will stay fully on your device. And the thing is that all the vision features are free, so like OCR and all that's free. The things that are not free are like the chat tools. So you can ask, there's like a chat mode in there, and you can ask
Okay.
different questions like, search the web and tell me who won the Super Bowl, or search the web and like, give me, I don't know, different things like that. But there's also a voice mode that's not free and also things that are there's like you can keep track of RSS feeds, and we're releasing something called saved prompts. So if you do something all the time, you can save it as a prompt, and you could be able to invoke it whenever you want. There's also features that you can be able to ask it to like, let's say you need an image generated, you could do that. But again, that's paid. Actually, I think that might be a free feature. But yeah, like things like that. So all Vision Core like features are free. But if you want the features that are, more of like the chat style, or if you just, of course, like want to support, than the paid subscription. But really, power users subscribe, and yeah, you could do it free on Be My Eyes. But again, if you want it all on your device without having to go to some cloud, or you don't want your data being shared with anybody, or you're in poor cell reception, or you're on a plane. I use this app on a plane to read the safety pamphlet in
Okay.
airplane mode.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. That's really cool. So I downloaded two AI apps last week and I'm mixing them up. Is yours the one that you can point it around the room and it will tell you like it'll kind of describe you can talk to it. It'll is it the one that's like $20 a month?
No, ours is only $5 a month.
Okay, I'm thinking of Scribe Me then. Okay, because I downloaded
Scribe
two and I'm
Scribe
starting
Me
to
is
mix.
way different, and
Okay,
honestly, yeah, I don't like that one. I've tried it, and again, a lot of the other ones I don't like because, and this one eventually will be on the Meta glasses once we can get formal approval from Meta.
awesome. All right, well I'll check it out again. Because I like the idea of it being on device. That's actually
Yes,
really cool. It should make it work faster and stuff too.
it
So
will. And
yeah.
like I said, it's all built into your iPhone, right? So you could, you could have it read different things, or it will. And of course, like for OCR, it can put it in chat, and it can also describe images. So like Be My AI, you can upload an image, and you could be able to have it describe it,
And it
but
does
all
that
on
on
your
device
device.
also. Okay.
Yes. Everything's
So,
on device. The only thing that's not is web search. You can decide if you want to have something go out to the web and search the web, but that's not on by default.
and that's the paid feature.
Yes, web search is paid because we actually get costs for that.
Right, right, right. Got it. Okay. Wow, that's really cool.
But yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I didn't really think about the on-device part. That's a big win right there. Also, I wanted to thank you very much for that link to the Rack Nerd page. I actually
Yes,
went and bought a plan, and I I'm a big Linux nerd. Like I love playing with Linux, and I haven't had a chance to do that in a while. And I'm like, why would I spend 12 whatever bucks a month for Linode? I bought their $50, $45 plan, I think. And for a whole year, I mean, and they didn't take it down. So they must, obviously they meant to keep that there, and that's
they
really
do
cool.
that.
Yeah, so
I love Rack Nerd.
I've been playing with Ubuntu server lately and just I did the Linux from scratch years and years and years ago, and I've played with Linux for a very long time. I love Linux.
But yeah, like I said, it's been crazy. So I meant to get the word out. I was like, oh no, I forgot to send the email. So that's okay. At least we're here. And again, this will hopefully be a chill week. I'm not gonna really do anything that elaborate. You know, we may eventually like change the format slightly, but yeah, that's not happening this week.
The
And
format in
welcome to
what way?
everybody on YouTube. Say what?
You were saying the format. What do you mean?
Oh, like we'd have like where we'd work on projects and things where it wouldn't be as much of a Q&A, but I that's just something that is floating around the community, but that's not anything confirmed yet. Honestly, I don't think that's going to happen for a while or at all, just because of the fact that that has more overhead for me. And as busy as Perspective Intelligence has made the company, that's not easily obtainable right
Right.
now. But the question and answer thing works very well. Y'all can
Well,
ask questions.
I will tell you, I have continued. It's been about a week. I need to get back on it, but I have continued with my C sharp journey, and I did the Code Academy project where I had to build like a library app and add and remove books and search for books. And I haven't actually set it up to where it actually saves them anywhere yet, just kind of getting more familiar with the structure of the code. And I got really stuck with the doing the search because I had to, oh, you got to make sure the function returns a list, and like that kind of stuff still trips me up a little bit, but I'm getting it. It's sometimes I have to put it down and walk away for a little while and come back because it gets really frustrating, but been having fun with it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't get this stuff. Like some of you people with programming, it just comes to you like that, like nothing. And for me, I have to like really work at it.
That is awesome. Um, we got somebody else in Zoom. Let me turn off the waiting room. But yeah, like I said, thank you all for supporting the app and the company because honestly, that's how I get to do these Learn to Code Tuesdays is y'all supporting the company and all that stuff. So let's see. There we go. Okay, so Zoom waiting room is off, so y'all can just join now. And yeah, welcome everybody to Learn to Code Tuesday. This one just kind of started a little interesting. I had a meeting actually. I was doing a testing session for Perspective Intelligence. And if you don't know what that is, we'll talk about that later. I don't want this Learn to Code Tuesday to be all about our app. I mean, it's pretty cool. But again, I'm not going to make that a huge sponsored learn pitch. That's not what we're going to do. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. And again, I got a meeting at noon, so we'll try to keep this, of course, it never usually goes 2 hours, but especially today, since I got that meeting, I can't miss. So anyway, all right. So let's, yeah, I'm checking YouTube. I don't think I have any chats. But welcome everybody to Learn to Code Tuesday. I'm Taylor, and today we're just going to answer your questions. We're going to make it very straightforward. No fluff, just answer questions, and let's see what y'all have. So you're working on the C sharp stuff, Robert?
Yes. Yep. And I like I said, I kind of didn't do much last week, but now I'm at the chapter about enums.
Oh, enums are interesting, aren't they?
Yes. And so I'm about to start that chat. I haven't started it yet, but I think I get the idea, but I need to read it and do that. But yeah, I built, because at the end of each section, they have like you have to build a project, and I did the one on building a library, basically, where you add and remove books and then do the search, like make a function to search for a book. And so I did that one. And yeah, I'm just going to continue through this. I'm not in any hurry. It's just kind of fun to make to work my brain.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, we have some chat real quick. I might as well just address that. So it says, what do we have here? Unmute. Hello, unmute. Can I order pizza with your app? I don't know. Try it. Let me know. And if you can, maybe we will have Domino's have an integration. Just saying. Try it. See what happens. I doubt you can, but you know what? We'll see. Us. All right. Hello. Welcome to the chat, everyone. We're just answering questions as always. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hopefully you all like it. And all right. Any other questions? Robert, did you just go away? I think somebody just went, but anyway.
I'm still
Uh,
here.
okay. So you're gonna make this C# thing. So do you have any goals, or are you gonna put stuff on that? Like, are you gonna deploy your own apps?
Oh gosh, I'm way far away from doing that. Right now, I'm just kind of entertaining myself with it.
That's always a.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Honestly, I'm way better at the Linux stuff. Um, so I'm kind of gonna mess with that too. I got one of those shells or one of those virtual
The
VPSs,
VPSs.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I updated the system and um, you know, just need to get in there and do all the other fun stuff, lock it down and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. We have a few servers ourselves,
You what?
and we have a few Linux servers
Yeah,
from
I used to
Redcard.
have I used to have a physical box, but then I was like, why would I do that? Put myself at risk of getting attacked or whatever when I could just have it in the cloud.
I agree. Really the closest thing I have to a physical box is Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
I have some of those. I just bought the kit for Michael for like 100. Well, it was pretty expensive, but they've been keeping raising their prices a lot more. So it was fine. It was like 170, I think it is. It's a Kana kit. Um,
Still
yeah,
decent price, right? I mean,
still decent. Yes.
I know you could get them at all price points at one point. I've never seen one before, but I remember one time I ordered a server off eBay and I was thinking I was just going to get a tower and I got a rack server instead and I had never
Oh,
seen one before and I was like, what is this?
oh no.
It worked though. I just put it on my desk and set my monitor on top of it. But those things are loud too.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Um, that's awesome though. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're liking the voice, or not, sorry, not the voice. I'm reading something. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm glad you're liking the Linux VPS.
Yeah, that's really cool. But now that I know that that's your app and everything, I'm gonna give it a second look. Because like I said, I looked at it at first, I was like, Be My Eyes works for me. I don't really need any more AI apps. But now that I know it's supporting you and this thing here, I'll definitely, check it out again and see if I can work it into my daily, because I use AI all the time nowadays.
And even like I said, even though Be My Eyes is great, right? You have a
Yeah,
toolbox. But if you're like, this is secure, I need to read my credit card numbers, or I need to read signs in an airport, try it, right?
yeah.
Or I need to read my computer screen, but I don't want seeing AI to see my password, or Be My Eyes.
So seeing AI also sends things off to a server, just
Oh yeah.
even for
It's
the reading.
Microsoft. Oh yeah, it's gonna
Uh,
send yeah. They say some of it might be on device. I don't know. I can't clarify that, but like ours is, private, right? It's all on device. We're not gonna send your data anywhere. We don't even have your data because it still stays on your device.
Right. That is awesome. Okay. Yeah, I noticed with Seeing AI, it always has like a little 2 or 3 second lag when you open the
That's
app.
that's called the cloud. It's
Uh,
loading everything from Azure. Microsoft has Azure, so you know that they're going to use that, right?
okay. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, like ours is not terribly expensive. We want to help everybody. And like I said, the core vision features are free. So the things that you need, like the scene describer, we have that. Um, everything like that is free. But if you want to use like the chat or other things, like we have basic chat that's free. But if you want to do like web search or tools, we also support memory, like ChatGPT.
Oh, like ask it to remember. Like, okay, yeah, I use that all the time when I'm trying to keep track of my calorie count and stuff.
Yeah, so I could say,
Okay.
remember that my manager's name is Michael. I can go to a new chat. I say, what's my manager's name? Or I say, compose an email to my manager and talking about all the amazing things with Perspective Intelligence and how many downloads it got yesterday. And it will say, hello, Michael. So it actually remembered the manager's name.
That's cool. I'll check that out. But yeah, I don't want to take up the whole because I'm not really asking questions. I'm just chatting
No,
with
that's
you. So
okay.
if anyone else has a question, please interrupt me because I'm
It,
not really
and honestly, like discussion is okay too. It does not just have to be questions. It's like, okay, I need help with this. Like discussion is always welcome.
cool.
Yeah, but does anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we'll keep up on this discussion.
I'm not really sure that there's anyone else. Let me see here.
Oh, you know what? We do have a question in chat. Oryx looking for a new VPS solution. Um, the current one I'm set up with is seriously lacking in storage and for a developer setup. Oh yeah. Okay, so what I recommend, I'm not sure, are you on DigitalOcean, Orange, or are you on Linode, or where are you at? Because Racknerd, you can get some pretty good ones. Let's see, we got one for $40 a year. Well, I don't know how much storage it has, like 50 to 70 gigs. I don't even know. I think it might be more than like 100 or something. I can't remember. But you can go to racknerd.com/Black Friday, and they sell the deals up for now, so get them while they're hot. And I don't know if they'll go away, but you can get one for a pretty affordable price, and they're really good boxes. I haven't had any outages, so I like Rack Nerd. And I've even set up like automations and things to handle like backups. I have it set up to go to rclone, and then I get emails they back up at 2 in the morning. And I have a unattended upgrades, so when they're gonna be a huge upgrade, whatever it will upgrade at 2 in the morning. It was funny because the other day I was actually on the server. It was a Saturday night. I stayed up way too late, and it said Ragnar's like, yeah, the server's gonna reboot. Kept getting warnings because I have a script set up that it would reboot it for like upgrades. It worked. I actually got to see my script work in action, so that was kind of funny. Um, yeah, so I really like Ragnar. Go check it out. Um, it works very well, and I highly, highly recommend it.
You mean you have a
So
shell
yeah.
script to reboot your server at a given time?
So I have a Python, or what do I have? I have some configuration script. Yeah, it's like a shell script, and it basically uses unattended updates. So when it needs to reboot, it will update, and then it will send me an email. We have a SES email thingy I can send like a bunch of emails or transactional things. It's through the Amazon Web Services. It's really
Cool.
hard to get into it, meaning that like you have to you have to apply, right? Because they don't want anybody sending random spam emails, but we're just doing transactionals. So that's what we're doing, honestly. It works
Cool.
pretty well. I like it. Um, but yeah, interesting things. Like I said, servers are very important. I came across a I don't know if it's like a SSH thing for iPad, but it was very interesting. I came across it on X this morning. Can't remember what it's called, but apparently it can connect to Claude Code and other things through servers. So that might be interesting. Um, haven't checked that out yet, but I probably will later on when I'm not so busy with intelligence. Um, like I said, we got a lot of downloads yesterday, and so lots of tech support and lots of things like that, which is great. Um, But yeah, any other discussion? We'll keep talking about servers. I just had a meeting I had and it didn't. None of it got recorded, so that's fun. Anyway, great. So let's see. Let me. Yeah, any other questions? We'll just keep talking about servers. They're definitely a huge topic. So what kind of stuff do you have on your server? Or if anybody, this goes for anybody, like if you guys have a server, what kind of stuff do you guys have on it? Are you doing like Nginx or what are you deploying?
Uh, Nothing yet. I'll put a web server up at some point. Um, I used to run IRC servers
Oh, did you?
years ago. Yeah, no one uses IRC anymore. It's kind of dead, but yeah, I will Nginx. That's the lightweight web server, right?
Yeah. And what we
Yeah.
probably have like Docker containers. So what we do, because we have some things, although some of the things that we have are like needing to scale, and so we don't put them on our VPSs because scaling things would just be a pain in the butt. So we put them on the DigitalOcean app platform. And yes, that reminds me, people asking me why didn't I do my stream on Friday? Well, let me explain. Story time, right? So speaking of servers. On Friday morning, I got a note for, well, not really a note, talking to my manager, Michael, right? Y'all have heard of him. And he basically tells me that we're using Railway, right? Which is fine, it got us started. But he was explaining that he did not want to use this long term for the business. I was like, oh, great. Why not? Right? Because I'm thinking, well, we've been using Railway for the last month. Granted, we didn't pay them anything, so that was good. And what he told me is that because apparently if you're on the small plan, like the trial or the hobby plan, which is $5 a month, great. That's really cheap. What we didn't know is that if Michael wanted to deploy, he couldn't deploy. In other words, I had to deploy everything for the organization. Well, that wasn't going to be feasible because obviously sometimes Michael needs to deploy web apps and sometimes others need to do that. So, of course, I'm like, great, right? Because normally I'm the main web developer and like making web apps and things, but Michael was trying to make something and he's like, I can't deploy this, Taylor, because you're the only one that can connect to GitHub because there's only a one GitHub connection limit. Awesome. What are we going to do? Well, so that's why my stream got canceled on Friday because we were gonna say everything we liked about Railway. Well, it turns out we don't like Railway anymore because of the fact of that, and you can't really get full support unless you're on Enterprise. So it'd all be community forums and things, and that's not really suitable for a startup, right? So we're trying to get things done, and that's just not gonna be how it will work. So what we decided to do, we looked at all the different options, and we decided we're gonna put our stuff on DigitalOcean app platform. So it's a way to deploy apps, but through DigitalOcean, not on their droplets, but they've got like a Heroku alternative. And so that's what we decided to do. But we made that decision on Friday, and then our 1.4 our app came out on Friday, and then we have a landing page for Perspective Intelligence, so perspectiveintelligence.app. It was kind of a frenzy because I was trying to get that up, and of course the SSL certificates kept being a little strange. So yeah, Friday was a day I will never forget. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of how that happened, and then we'll probably reschedule it till Friday, well, this Friday. Although this Friday, I think I actually have a day off. I think it's a Techopolis day off, so I'm not sure I'll be streaming that day. Because we're having a day off at Techopolis because of all the stuff we've done for intelligence. I was like, we're just gonna all take a break that day. So I think I may not stream Friday, or I may. It just depends on what I feel like doing. But probably the next time I'll stream would be the Friday after that, or of course Learn to Code Tuesdays. But we may also do a release party for Learn to Code, or not Learn to Code, for Perspective Intelligence because of the fact that we're actually releasing 1.5 today. So yeah, that has been our life, and that's what's been going on with the server stuff. So I just thought I would put that out there. Let me know what y'all think about that. But have you ever used DigitalOcean?
I think, yes, I have once or twice. It was pretty much like Linode in my mind. I mean, but yeah,
It is.
yeah. I can't remember one of them. I think, was it Linode? One of them had more documentation than the other. That was really the main difference.
DigitalOcean does.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
They have so many tutorials, and they have the app platform. So if you want to make like a personal site, you can actually have like 3 static sites for free. And then I think it has like $2.50 after that or something. But their app platform you could just deploy through Git and it works really well.
Okay.
And then we use Neon for our database.
So when you say you can so you can download their app platform through Git?
So you deploy. So I create a new app through the CLI or I do it on the website. And then to deploy the source code, I deploy through Git and then set up the branch like main, and then it will auto deploy like Heroku or others.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it works really well.
I did just point your app at my cat and it said cat.
Really?
Yes. I turned on the animal
Awesome.
mode. Yeah.
Well, like I said, we always love feedback. And of course, for anybody watching, if you guys want to rate it in the App Store, that also helps.
You said there's another version coming out today?
Yes. So today we have 1.5 today, or whenever Apple decides to get off its butt.
Yep.
It'll probably be either today we'll release it, but might be tomorrow, depending on how many bugs, since my entire testing session didn't get recorded. Rude. Um, ugh. Anyway, the only thing I got recorded was voiceover.
So you said when Apple gets off its butt, does that mean you guys post it and then Apple actually does the releasing part?
Apple has to review it. Yeah, so every app in the
Oh,
App Store, Apple has to review it when it gets updated or created
gosh, how
or
long does that usually
modified.
take?
Sometimes it takes 24 hours, sometimes it takes 36 hours. So who
Oh, okay.
knows? Who knows? I
Not
don't know.
horrible, I guess. Yeah.
But because we have in-app purchases and subscriptions, it goes to a higher tier of team. So,
Ah, gotcha.
but yeah, like I said, it supports us, and this is our flagship app. So, and we also have audio transcription coming to the app. So, we have an app called Perspective Transcribe that's not out yet. That's a dedicated transcription app. But we also have Perspective Intelligence, which now has transcription capability in it as well now. And you can use like Whisper or other models as well. And I think that's a paid feature. Yes, that's a paid feature.
Uh, so you're saying it can basically take an audio file and transcribe it.
I think for now you can record into it, but I don't know if we're gonna have audio file support, although I think Michael is adding that. Honestly, I'm not even sure what he's adding at the moment because I've been working on marketing and he's been doing the development. I also can develop, but what he's told me right now is that he wants me to keep marketing it since I got us 88 or 188 downloads yesterday.
Nice.
I know. Yeah. And we also have a Facebook group to talk about the app as well.
You ever considered going on to, have you heard of Double Tap?
I've been on Double Tap once for the app, when it
Oh, okay.
was in test flight, but I'm trying to get back on, so I'll have to get back on there again. I'm trying to
That
reach out to him. But I think
must
there's
have,
a point where he was getting his guide dog and so he didn't want to do any more stuff, but
okay, I don't remember hearing you, so it must have been before I started listening.
yeah. But like I said, keep sharing the app around, everybody, um, because we're trying to get more users. Like I said, we're only in our circles, right? We don't have the whole blind community or others, right? This is for everybody, not just blind. We're promoting the vision features right now just because, well, that's our hot new thing and we want people to use it. Um, because it is even though seeing AI is free, this is, like I said, the vision features are also free in our app and there's other features too. So it can almost be like a personal assistant if you really wanted it to, because it can
Oh,
connect to your calendars and reminders.
oh, cool. Okay, so you're not just marketing it to the blind.
No, it can be for anybody.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah, and so like I could ask the thing like, "Am I free this afternoon?" Be like, "You're free after 12 p.m. You have this meeting at 12, but then you're free afterwards." Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are some things I can do. All right, let's see. But yeah, hopefully y'all like that. Yeah, we'll probably do a release party sometime. I know, you know, some of us won't be in town this weekend, but we'll see what we can do. We might squeeze it in, or it might be next week. But lots of cool updates happening, and yeah. So we also have a Facebook and a WhatsApp group for the app for discussions. Because we want to hear from users and we do implement feedback.
That's cool. I'll definitely have to check. I use the barcode feature in Seeing AI all the time, so I will have to
And if it
try
doesn't work, let us
yours.
know.
Yeah, I'll try yours because that's an important feature. I mean, in the kitchen,
It
mostly.
is. And it will read cooking instructions like on different boxes. And a lot of people in Michigan are using it because that's where I'm originally from. And so it's circulated all around at this point. Um, but yeah, so that's perspective intelligence. And again, like I said, we don't charge a whole lot for the app. So, we just want to help people as much as we can, but we also are a company. So, all right, enough of that. Any other questions? Well, of course, if you have questions about on-device AI, or discussions, this is not just for questions. It's also discussing different things if you need help with things or if you don't know how to do something or you want to learn. So any other questions slash discussions slash whatever. Um, let's see. I think, oh, there's not another chat. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. My YouTube chat froze. There we go. Okay. I know that a lot of people are curious about on-device AI. I know that's one of the things that has been interesting for people. Um, what the world? Hold on. Okay. I have Parallels for my Mac, and my Parallels is like, click to install Mac OS. I was like, I hope not. I have Mac OS already. I don't need to install it. That was weird. Anyway, just weird bugs. God, love it. Okay. I've
Well,
been
it
having a
is a
lot of bugs this
Mac.
morning. Right. Like, this is a Mac. I don't need to install Parallels again.
I was making a joke about, like you said, silly bugs. I'm like, well, it is a Mac.
Well,
I'm not a
newsflash,
Mac fan.
if you're an iOS developer, you have to use a Mac to develop.
I know that sucks.
It's okay. I love the Mac, but I also have Windows for things that are not easily accessible on Mac, but I have it as a VM.
Oh, so Mac is your main platform then?
Yes.
Ah,
I'm an
I'll-
iOS developer full time. Of course.
okay.
That's what we do. We're an iOS development company. We've made things like Pocket Braille or things like ACB Link and other popular apps.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I mean, you have a personal life too, right? So that's what I was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're so small that my personal computer is my main computer.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We're really like there's only three of us. Well, okay. Like I'm the only employee, and then we have the owner and then a couple contractors. So we're not a big team at all. Um, so yeah, that is that. Let's see here. What else do I have? Oh, there we go. Okay. Somebody is curious. Oh wait, no, never mind. That just went away. Okay. I thought I saw a Mastodon post, but nope, it just got deleted, I guess. So anyway, yeah, any other questions or discussion? Honestly, we're just kind of talking about whatever at this point. Um, so another thing that is interesting is that oh yeah, somebody's asking me when we release our Python class. Honestly, we have no idea. Whenever we get to it. Honestly, perspective intelligence has been our main focal point for now, and it probably will be because it's been super busy. And so we don't know. It's kind of not something we're actively working on. We are in a sense, but it's not as active right now as perspective intelligence because that's kind of what where our company is at the moment for like that's kind of our main revenue generator. So yeah, that'll be eventually whenever we get time and whenever we can breathe from all the perspective intelligence activity. But not sure. I don't have a date. Um, okay. And that will just be self-paced on Google Classroom. All right. Okay, here we go. So any other questions? Let's see, I'm checking the time, make sure obviously it's pretty not close to noon yet, but 10:39. Okay. So yeah, what kind of projects are y'all working on? I know you're working on C# and things. What kind of things are you guys working on in chat? Uh, yeah, I want to know. I'm working on, of course, perspective intelligence. That's pretty obvious. And I'm working on some other personal projects with AI as well. But it's gonna be interesting when the new S lady comes out. We'll see how that affects our app. of course, when things are available to the public, you know that we'll implement them. Because that's just how we roll. But yeah, let's see. Any other thoughts? I'm gonna once I get done with this, I gotta figure out why my thing didn't record. That's awesome.
Is that new series supposed to come with 26.3?
4.
Is that which one's in beta right now?
Uh, let's see. What did I just install? Well, I think right now I have. Let me see, because I get all confused. I'm gonna look at my beta because I'm on the betas for developers.
I used to be, and then I went back to stable to see if my phone would run any better, and it doesn't make a difference. So I think I'm gonna go back to the beta.
I think you should too. All right, so
Oh, okay.
26.3. Right now we're on an RC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not on the RC. We're on the just the 26.3 Gold Master. That's what I was trying to say. So many things. Um, yeah. So we're definitely on that, and that works very well. I haven't had any issues with the beta. Of course, I'm on the beta with my phone and Mac. Let me see. I think I just got a message on the chat. So. You're working on free code, can you chance learn slowly. Well, that's okay. Everybody learns at their own pace. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's like nobody has to learn at the same speed as everybody else. That's not how that goes, right? It's all about how you learn. Okay, so it does not matter. In terms of it does not matter like how fast you get things done. As long as you learn it, that's okay. Okay, so I got another question. Am I streaming this Friday? I'm not sure. Again, we have a Techopolis holiday, so we're not sure. I'm gonna be streaming. I might do a bunch of errands that day because this weekend's gonna be pretty action packed. Trying to do a lot of intelligence stuff. I might be actually going and trying to hopefully get a lot of stuff done with meta glasses because we have an implementation that we're testing internally. But I might try to get some test flight stuff out so we can actually test it in test flight. I think that is something we are able to do, but I'm not ready for that yet. So that might be something I work on this weekend. Honestly, work and my personal life are so like entwined with each other. And honestly, like I love what I do. It's all fun to me. So, my personal life really is what can I do with AI, and I do swimming and other things. But like, yeah, everything's just so entwined. That's what happens when we work at a small startup. Everything is just kind of all mixed together. Okay. So, when is 1.5 coming out? Hopefully today, but again, it won't be available to the rest of the people until whenever Apple decides to get its butt off the ground and review it. We have no idea. Very unpredictable. Google also does this as well. So yeah. Any other questions?
I am gonna head off here, but I'll pop in at some other point, some other day, just to if I come up with any questions or if I just want to kind of update you on my C# status and whatever else
That's
I'm doing.
awesome.
So
Honestly, it may be a short week, and that's fine because I have like 50 notifications on Facebook, so I have to
oh
respond to
boy.
all these people. We
And
have a
I'll play
Facebook
with your
group.
app more too, so
Yeah, and we have a Facebook group for intelligence. So of course, if you're on Facebook and you want to join that, that could be helpful as well.
what's the group called?
Perspective intelligence discussion.
Cool. All right, I'll check it out. You have a good rest of your week and try to take a break and
I will
relax a little.
try to. But
All
anyway,
right.
I think that will do it for today, unless anybody else has any questions, because just kind of an informal day. I might be revising some of the stuff, so we might have like different themed weeks about like different discussions, but that will come later. Today is just kind of a relaxed week, really nothing else. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Unless we don't have anything else, I will let y'all go, and I will figure out why my meeting didn't record earlier. Okay.